that kind of hurts.
It's not as fun as it looks. Ow.
Hi, I'm Amber. This summer I am finally making the genealogist pilgrimage to Salt Lake City to the Family Search Library. I will also be visiting some ghost towns, some historical sites, and some natural wonders. And visiting Timpanogos Cave was one of my favorite things of my entire trip. However, I think I was so excited that I hardly took any video at all. I did take lots of pictures. So to get up to the cave, what you had to do was hike up a paved trail all the way up there. The views along the way were stupendous. There were a few tunnels carved through the rock to go through. There were places along the trail where the trail was marked with a line through the middle to let you know that that is a rockfall zone. So if you were to hear the sound of any falling rock, you were supposed to hug the cliff so that the rocks could bounce over you without hitting your head. And sadly, quite near the top, a pair of raccoons had tumbled down and were stunned on the trail. By the time I got there, rangers had already taken one of them down the hill, but the other one was still there, and he was definitely very injured because he allowed me to skirt around him without making any moves to either attack or flee. I don't know the final fate of these raccoons. I talked to a ranger a little bit later in the day, and at that point, one of them had recovered and scampered off into the wilderness, but the other one was still injured. I do not know whether it survived or not. I only hope that it did. I had reservations for 2 tours that day. The first tour was the Centennial Lantern Tour. It was being offered because it was the park's centennial. I just got lucky that this was the year that I chose to go. And apparently the Lantern Tour is pretty much the same as the standard cave tour, except that they turn off all the electrical lights that have been installed over the years and outfit everyone with lanterns. They had 2 settings, one that was like a LED flashlight and one that was a soft orange flickering light that was more like a lantern. Most of the time I kept my lantern on the soft orange flickering light, so what little video I took during that tour is kind of hard to watch.
Pleasures of being short.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like that's one color of the rainbow.
Here we have nickel coming in with the water.
Ooh.
We also get lemony yellow that's over here.
Did you touch it?
No.
I wasn't.
And both the yellow and the green are because of nickel. And the reason why we see 2 different colors is because the calcium carbonate, that base mineral, has a slightly different crystal structure, which is causing our lights to refract in a slightly different way. So we get green and a little bit of yellow that are right next to each other. They're a little bit dull in these lighting conditions, but come back for the regular cave tour and you'll see how stunning it is.
I also know behind you there's the heart of the cave.
Yeah! Do you guys see that chunky stalactite hanging from the ceiling?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's known as the heart of Timpanogos, and it's everybody's favorite cave formation. In order for it to keep growing nice and strong, we always give it some positive affirmations. So repeat after me. You grow, girl.
You grow, girl.
something to say?
You're so pretty.
You look like a Tim.
You
Do someone say, you're so pretty?
The second tour I was super excited about. It was the Introduction to Caving tour. We got to see rooms that you do not get to see on the standard tours, including the room which contains the underground lake. And they outfit you with helmets with lights on them and with knee pads, because there are points when you have to get on your hands and knees and crawl. There's also one point where you have to use a rope to assist you in getting down the steep and kind of awkward descent.
Because the water's so clear, I guess. So they're literally floating in midair.
And all of these like formations have broken off due to their like just time, I guess.
Some of them have broken off just because they got too heavy for themselves. This cave did experience some vandalism to it, if you'd call it that, similar to people writing their names on things. There were some people that took stuff home as souvenirs.
Oh my gosh, crazy.
Now this is a good spot to do our lights out. If
Oh yeah, if you mind, yeah, I am
Yeah.
totally down for that, dude.
Okay.
It's cool. If I can get to nope.
My favorite part of this tour, I was unable to record because we sat on these rocks that were overlooking the lake, and we turned off all of our lights. So we sat there in the dark just listening to the sounds of the cave. It was the first time in my life that I have been with a group of people in a cave who were willing to leave the lights out for that length of time. Oh, that was a good day.